Brad Williams, this is a refresh course. When we're dealing with numbers and text and what have you, we sometimes run into a challenge, and that challenge is manipulating the text so we get the proper output. Here, we're based on 365-day year and a random calendar number. What's the date? A lot of this will be a refresh. Some of it might not, and some of it might be new. Here, our anatomy. Here is just some random stuff over here in column B. Here's our output. We're going to have two different examples. Over here is the reminder, well, the left function and the right function, and then our write-up. Let's take a quick review of what we're trying to do here. The date function generates dates from separate values for the year, month, and day. If we're given a random calendar number, just a number, how do we convert that over into a calendar date? If you don't remember, I'm going to show you. We're going to use the date function. Remember the date function? We just have to put in year, a number, and a date. If we have a number, we can manipulate it. Here, we just grabbed 2029, 1. In other words, we're going to define 2029, and the number clearly has to be, we'd like to keep it within 365 days based on 365 days in this example. Otherwise, we can't use the dates. If we have the day, the number, date will take that 176 day and convert it over into the proper format. In other words, we're looking for the 165 day. We have to define a month. We have to at least have one day. And the beauty is that this 176 will be converted over to 625, even though we've noted as January, number for month. Okay, that's pretty slick. Here we have, here's a means to do this the same way. And I said, if you don't have this date function, well, we do have the date function. Here is just a old legacy means or just a means that a specific, and I said, well, we have to stick within the calendar timeline. No, we don't. We can set whatever parameters we want. You note that date, right, B11. Okay, you remember, we're going to strip this apart. We're keeping only the last two numbers, and we're getting rid of everything else. So that's going to be 48. The date function says year. I want to see the year. The next argument is 1 for month 1, just like we did up here. And then the left is going to go, I need a day. I want 2 characters, B11 and 2. Unless you can think ahead, know what the 187th day is. What are we doing here? Left B11, left B11. We want the first 2 characters. What does that say? We want the 34th day of the year. And that's, the output is 2/3/1948. Pretty slick, but if you need August 26th, well, August 26th, how many days is that? You could play around with that forever. Here's the left, 348, left B2 produces 34. That is 34 days from the first of the year. The right, 268, we're just going to go down to 268. We want 2 characters. We're going to go from right to left and just capture those 2. Just a refresher. I didn't touch on Julian dates. If you have a date in the Julian format, such as 10051, where the format is day, year, you can modify the formula as follows. Date right, B52, 1, left, B53. Isn't that what we just did? This is a Julian format. If you need to read more on Julian, just do a quick search and delve into it. I use just the normal format. Julian, not so much so. But for those of you, and maybe in aerospace or at NASA, or you engineers out there that are using Julian, well, here's a conversion. Brad Williams, XL Prime. Thanks for watching.